All right. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Nova Trading Channel. All right. Good evening. Welcome to the live section as we'll be taking market analysis and opportunity for the week. And also, in case you are coming across this channel for the very first time, do well to subscribe, like, and also comment. And if you are not yet a registered member on L-Bank Trading app, you can do that by using the promo code in the channel's bio. So we'll be working on BTC USDT, SRP USDT, SUI USDT, and also Solana USDT for today. So we'll be looking at the missed opportunity that we've had in the market for this week, and also the reason why it was not taken or how it was not being seen. And we'll also be considering what is happening currently in the market world. So we'll be diving into the BTC analysis for now, so we can check how it is going. I think for the week, for the week, I had two missed opportunity on BTC because of the overall trend that we had on the 4 hours time frame. If you look at this chart very well, if you look at this chart very well, this is a plain chart currently, and if you are a pattern trader, you will see that on this 4 hour time frame we are having this very large flag right here, so which signifies continuation in the bear run of BTC trend, right? This is the previous support level right here, and we are here currently. But if you zoom in very well on the 1 hour on the 4 hours time frame, there was some impulsive movement that took off this current point from this point before we got to this place. So we have some massive movement from here, from Monday till today. So this is what the market is looking like currently. So I will be showing you one missed opportunity here on BTC. I'll be showing you a missed opportunity here on BTC whereby you will have been able to make about 7 to 8% on this BTC run. So to show you how you did not see that I see. So this is the market started moving from here, and then on my previous forecast, I had this right here. Yeah, okay. Oh, so sorry guys. So sorry guys. I was having a little issue, and glad you can have me back. So as I was saying earlier, I was right here explaining the run of BTC this week, and this was on Tuesday, if I did not mistake. Yeah, this was on Tuesday. This now for you to get in, I was saying earlier that if you are watching this, you already have this double top right here, and the market started to doing what, trending down, but we got rejected from here, and we have this break of structure again, and then we start trending down, and you wait for your what, you wait for action because you did not want to do what, you did not want to catch the top. So looking at this bear flag, it did not really complete because you still need your what, you need your candlestick formation right here. But the previous candlestick did not, the next candlestick did not get to the close of this before we start doing what, trending up, and then we had this corrective phase. We have this corrective phase. So now let me just switch to my 15 minutes so that you can see the bull flag that we are having right here and how to enter this trade before we dive into what is actually happening in the market currently as of this evening. And so looking at this point right here, you saw what I mark on my 1 hour time frame, right? So you see this right here, you have this right here, you have this impulsive like this. So you trend down this way, you have this up the other side, and then this is your what, your continuation. And if so, how do you getting into this trade now? I'm always saying, after you discover your nature, after you get into your correction, and after your correction, candlestick pattern. And what is the candlestick pattern we are having right here? We are having a pin bar right here. Let me circle it. So this is your pin bar, and this is a fully closed pin bar right here, right? So you get in at this point, your SL below, and then you start doing what? You start trending higher. So this was one of the missed opportunity that we had in the market this week, because it was so fast that people did not do what, you can see the rejection on 1 hour time frame. It was so fast that people could not get in early. So if you did not have your what, your limit order right there, you won't really be in, or probably if you don't make use of your 15-minute time frame as your entering model, you won't be able to catch this trend. And look at what happened from that point. Look at what happened from this point. We have this massive push up, and this is about what, 1:8 before we start this little correction. Now let me explain something for you right here. Let's assume you wanted to go long on this trade and you want to hold. Let's not assume that you are a what, you are a 1:3 RR trader, and then you already have 1:3 right here at this point. So the best way to manage this trade is just that you move your what, you move your entering to the low, because this market is swinging to the upside. So all what you just have to do is to move your entering to the low. What did I mean by the low? You can see where the market paused a little right here, since you already have 1:3. So for you to secure a little profit that you already made, you just have to move your entry down to this point. So you already secure 8% of your profit running. Now you are not risking anything. You are just doing what? You are playing the game with the money the market already gave to you. Managing this, you already have 1.8% profit right here, and your money is what? Is 3%. So you already secure some funds. So this market move to 4%, do what? You can now move your entry to your what? To your 3% that you are always capping every day. So in as much you already secure this 3% now, you can allow the trade to do what? To run. Now the market got to this point and you are okay with the profit that you are seeing already, you can easily what? You can easily do what? Take your profit, and then you seek for another opportunity. So looking right here now, this is another opportunity in which I took this trade right here, and if you check the short menu of this I had on it. I posted it there. You can slide in. So let me show you how I placed this trade as well using the same strategy I just showed you on this part right here. So after doing what? After identifying your nature, which is the important right here, you do what? You have this your correction and you are going to mark it out. This, so I was having right here. So I moved to my 15-minute time frame. The information I'm having right here very well. You can see another pin bar, my entry model for me. Sorry, let me get my brush. Go that way. Bar right here, right? So that was how I placed my SL below, and I was having. So I targeted 1:3 on this trade, which was my profit. You can check the short section, you will see. So most of the trader will have done what? Will have missed these two opportunity right here. Even though you did not, you were unable to take this, you should be able to do what? Take this. So now let's go to what is happening currently on BTC USDT before we move down to BNB, Solana, Ethereum, and Sui, if my time permits me to do that, because I'm only spending about an hour live stream and then we'll be meeting some other time. So checking this nature right here now, I told you about the having on the 4 hours time frame that it's a continuation for what? For the bearish run that we've embarked on, the news that came up around late November. Look at what is happening right now at the top of this structure. You will notice that we are not rejecting, but we are rejecting what? Collectively. So you are, which I'm going to mark out like this. We have this valued area right here, and if you were opportune to see this chart as of yesterday, you'll be thinking of longing this market from this point right here, from this point right here, which is right, which is correct. We all know that this game is a what? Is a game of probability. It might start trending up from this point because this is also a bull flag, which shows that what? We are trending higher. But what happened here? Let me show you. Got rejected at this point massively yesterday. So let's assume that you took your what? You took your trade at what? At the close of this massive rejection you have right here, and then you are targeting your what? 3. So let's assume that you took your trade right here, your SL below, and then you have what? You are hoping this trade because you think this is normally the movement should do what? Should continue from this trend. So you are targeting your what? Your 1:3 from here now. What happened next? Immediately you getting into the market. The market did what? Came to do what? To take out. right? So you open your chart in which you have this. As a pattern trader, I was already confused at this point because I was expecting to this point before we sell to this point. I had my eye on this, but I was so confused because I did not really understand what the market was doing at this point. I had no rejection, I had no confirmation. So I just had to leave what? I just had to leave this chart at this point. Looking at it now, you will notice that the market just formed what? Just formed double top inside here before we before we before we went for the short. Let's see this together right now. So let's assume that you have your eye on this chart. You can see it's already moving sideways. So this is support to resistance, resistance to support, and to the resistance. With my breaks higher, that's the reason why I'm not always when it's at the resistance level. I will at least wait for something like a bullish continuation pattern or a bearish continuation pattern. But if you have plans of risk, you will have risk your 0.5 here and you'll have gotten something good from it because everything is risk. So looking at what we have on the resistance level right here, we are having what? We are having money star pattern right here. Let me circle it so that you can understand what I mean by a money star pattern right here. So we have this this is a what? A complete confirmation that this market is going to do what? Move to the downside. So opportunity like this, and that's one of the reason why I don't take them. So let's assume you have your SL above and then you are targeting this low here, and this is already another one is to what? 1:3 that you'll have gotten in less than some minutes. So but currently now, what are you having like this? You can see that all this whole mess up right here. If you look closely now, what we have right here, let me switch back to my 1 hour time frame. What you have is just a very large correction, a very large correction that moved towards the downside, which we are expecting that BTC should BTC USDT should do what? Should continue its bullish movement from this point. So looking at this, you are having here a large falling wedge which taps in very well on what? On our valued area right here. So this is what we'll be expecting. We'll be expecting that from this point right here now. So we'll be expecting that the market goes what? Does what? Move. So you have this now. So this is what we'll be expecting in the market for the meantime. Either we break through this high or we reject. One thing will surely happen. Already look at trade running on this, and this was how. So I waited for this 1 2, and this is another 1 2 right here because you will see this what? You will see this evening star right here, and that was what I used in entering this market. So let's check it together. I'm coming. So I have my S below, and this was, you can see I'm coming. Oh, let me log in. So as I was saying before my screen went off, I was telling you people how I did what I took this trade currently, because this is what the market is currently looking like, and I have the trade placed here on my what, on my L Bank app. So this was my entering price. We have my entering price was 94,871. 94,871. And I have my TP on 97,965. And my SL below at 94,148.4. So this is how I enter the market for the current movement here on BTC. So far I have touched the missed opportunity we had on what? On BTC USDT for this week. This was the very first opportunity, the second opportunity, the third opportunity that was right here. The third opportunity was right here, although I missed that as well because I did not have any clarity on this. So I missed that as well. So this is the fourth opportunity now. So let's see how this goes because we're already in this trade. So let's see how it goes. You can see it's currently running here. So now let's move to USDT and let's see the missed opportunity we had as well for the week before we call it a day. So let me delete all this so that I can take the explanation from the scratch. So this is, and if you look at this from here, you will know that definitely we are bullish on this trend. The reason why I'm not using my one my daily time frame is because you can basically tell what is happening on your daily time frame right here. So you can see that we've already done what? We've broken through this resistance right here from this support level. We have broken through this resistance right here, and currently we can say what we are doing, what we are forming a bigger flag to continue the bullish movement. So we expect that the market should do what? Should tap into this area before we continue that movement because of this valid area we are having here. But there are some opportunities that you will have ride on immediately this market trend line, that you'll have make some thing out of it before we get to this support level that we are looking at. So let's switch to the 1 hour time frame so that we can see the opportunity that has been on this entering type on this market as well. I think the only opportunity that I missed was the one on Wednesday because everybody was in this period, and this is how you can analyze this now to see if there's going to be an opportunity for you. Looking at your left hand side, that for some period of time, if you've been following this channel, I drop a forecast on this. So I drop a forecast on this, and you can tell that for some period of time before we broke higher, and immediately we broke higher, we tend to trend down to back into this zone before we now form this. And after forming this break of market structure, we had this continuation right here. So you have this. Don't forget, you have your nature, your correction. So what next is our candlestick pattern, our candlestick formation. So we are going to switch to 15 minutes to check for a very early entering type like that. So you have this right here now. This was around 12 in the mid on this was around 11:15 in the midnight. So basically I was asleep. So there was no way this candlestick pattern we have right here is a dragonfly dragonfly dodge, or if people some people call it forgotten the other name people call it though, but this is a dragonfly, a gravel stone dodge. Yeah, can be still at what? If you your 1:3. and you have that simple before the market starts pulling back, you already have your what 1:3. So to what happened today, it was really a mess. I won't lie to you. It was really a mess. I had no clarity on that as well. I wasn't even seeing anything. I wasn't seeing anything. So I just had to avoid the pair. But what happened next? We had it was a massive dump on that as well. So we had this. Don't even know if this is going to be the right way, but it was a what? It was a double top right there. Switching to your it's just that I did not have enough time to analyze this trade. I would have actually made something up here at least. So looking at this right here, this was also a double top right here. I'm coming. This was a double top right. You have what? You have your pin bar there. So you can place your SL above, enough room for the market to display what it wants to display. And then you have your 1:3. But if you look at what the market did from this point, it was even more than a 1:3 from here. It was 1 is to what? 1:6. So imagine you had and you were able to bank on this as early as possible, you'll have gotten 1:6 today. So those are the missed opportunities so far on this pair. So two entry missed already on this pair. But it's all good. It's all good. It's all good. So this is what it's looking like. I hope we've all learned something from the little explanation I've made on CUSDT. I hope we've all gained something. So this should be your TP line because of the area we are having there. Because of this is the low. This was the current support level, right? So if you have any question, you can just throw your question in the comment section and I'm going to attend to that ASAP. So let's see what we can do for the next 15 minutes as well. It's a day. Let's check how the BTC analysis I made earlier is going. Okay, I think we are back on track. Let's see how it goes because I will also be the aftermath of this trade right on this channel. Anyhow it goes, but if it is an SL, I will drop it. And if it is a tip, I'm also going to drop that as well. So let's BNB USDT. Let's dive into BNB USDT. I had a couple of entries on this BNB USDT this week, which also gave me about, you can see right here on my chart, this was our entry. So let me show you deep down on how you can cite that as well. I think I just need to be spending more time on my chart. Okay, to the 4 hours time frame. So if you check this, we can even say BTC and BNB, a nice profit here on the BTC. This is so lovely. The trade we analyzed together on BTC, you can see we're already on 11%, running 11% currently on BTC USDT. The same analysis I just dropped now on BTC USDT. So in case you don't really know how, you can see they have a very nice. I analyze on BTC USDT. We are currently on 9%. Let's see how it goes before I end this live. So back to BNB USDT. Let me just check out. I'll show my face. My phone is overheating. So this is what our chart is looking like on the 4 hours time frame. We have this bigger flag as well. Me, I love working with a full details because we might reject impulsively so that I can know what the market really want to do next. So I love identifying every little information I see on my chart. You can see this is a big flag right here. And at that point, you can see what you can see area as well. The reason why I call it valued area is because just a double top there. The reason why I call it valued area is the movement started from here and we had this correction here. So this is a point. This is a liquidity area. Some people call it valued area. At this point, impulsively, no. We are look at what we see on the video. Another information for us to take note because of we are not just working with what we are not just working with our only 4 hours time frame. We take into consideration everything the market says. So let's switch to the 1 hour time frame to see what that actually look like. All right. So before I move to what is happening currently, I'm going to be showing you the missed opportunity some trader will not even see on this chart, but I saw it earlier. I saw it early and I bank on it. I think I dropped the short on this channel as well. So you can check our short menu and then you are going to see it. And if I did not drop it, immediately I'm ending this stream, I'm going to drop it so that you can see how we went to TP immediately on the analysis. So let's dive into that missed opportunity right here. I think the market started on so the market started around there on Monday. We had this bigger flag right here. We had this bigger flag right here. So we started trending up, right? If you look at your left very well, there is so lot of information right here because looking at this is a steep pattern. The market was not even pumping impulsively, right? But don't be confused. There is something we need to achieve before we follow this, and which is this. We had this one. This was the very first information we have on this chart right here on the 1 hour time frame, right? So this should respect the whole thing down here. And if it doesn't respect that, we'll be looking at forming a very bigger flag and we'll be riding a little on that as well. But this was what I woke up to on Monday. So I could not catch the trade from here. What did I do? I waited for the correction mode, the corrective phase of this of this pair. So this was how I did what I made use of this information right here. Excuse me, please. So this was how it was. And I did make use of what the 1 hour time frame here. I didn't even bother checking the 15-minute time frame because I already had the clear information I was looking for right here because of the candlestick formation that I had. You know, I told you something, right? That sorry, please, guys. I need to stop sharing the screen and share back again. Uh, I already messed up again. I guess we are back together. We are back together. You all can see my screen. Okay. So you have this. You have this right here. You have your entering tools like this, and I was a 1:3 on this trade. 1:3. So so we have this, and this was how we did what? We moved to the what? To the TP area. So all you just have to do is just to pay attention to your chart. You'll be able to make money off the market, right? So the strategy is simple. Discover your nature, your corrective phase, and your candlestick pattern for your what? For your pure confirmation of what you've been gathering from your 4 hours time frame to your 1 hour time frame. And I'm always saying that you don't do what? You don't catch the top. The power of a trader doesn't lie on catching the top. It depends on how you can do what? You can manage the down movement or the. So after confirming all those things, you know go in with your what? All your portfolio. All you just have to make use is just what? 0.5% of your what? Of your total asset, because you are not the market maker. So you only did what? You only have a trading plan. And for you to last long in this trading industry, you should know how to do what? To manage your risk. So happening since yesterday to this morning, I mean till this evening. And if you look at it well, considering the fact that we are always looking for a continuation, you have your confirmation right from here for your so if you check very well, this pattern, we have it complete already, because we have this pattern inside pattern, your impulse, and this is your correction. I wouldn't have even take this trade. I would have wait for another bull flag from here, but this is convincing enough to even start trading it, because we have pattern inside pattern, and we are expected to complete what? To start moving to the upside from here according to my forecast. So we were to start like this and then move to the upside like this. I took an entry on this today, but it was SL. I think I dropped the short. I dropped the short as well. Check the short section and then you are going to see how I entered this trade. I took this trade from here because after confirming this whole movement, I have this move up right here, and I have this little information right here. So I placed my entry above this way and my SL below like this, and I was targeting this point. The market did trick me in, and then we have this downward movement. If you look closely now, we respected this area now. We respect that. Although I will not be taking this, I will be waiting for something like this for it to break higher like this, and then we have this corrective phase and we move up. I'll be expecting such movements like this. So this is what I will be looking at on BNB USDT before I can do any other thing, or even though time. But saying is just that we should wait for continuation on this BNB. This is what I have on market analysis and missed opportunity that you will have missed in the market this week, that you don't know that it will give you some cool percent. And I hope you've learned one or two things from what I have just cited. If you have any question, you can simply drop it for me in the comment section and I will be reading them. And in my next live section, or probably the next video I will be dropping on this channel, I will be doing what? I will be working on that so that I can answer your question and make more clarity about what you don't really understand. So thank you guys for. Before we go, let's just see how the Bitcoin currently. Oh well, not really a massive movement yet, but we can still say we are having a progress on that. So let's see how it goes.
Guys, so far so good is going to be at the end of today. So for the profit and loss, I take profit. So it's not moving that fast, but hopefully it's going to give us what we want. Um, if you are here and you're not joining, the bank has so many opportunities and also deposit bonus and several high trading rebates. So I think if you're not joining us, you're actually losing. You're actually lacking behind. So far so good. I'm going to stop here so that I'm going to stop here so that okay, let me let me save this. So I'm going to stop here so that once the trade goes well, I'll also share screenshots of the P&Ls to you guys. So love and light guys. See you all. It's going to be weekend. It's Today is Friday, so I don't know if we will be able to um I don't know if you're able to come online tomorrow to come and share you guys the piano. But if I have the time tomorrow, I will come. But if I don't have the time tomorrow, see you all 10 a.m. On Monday. So love and light, guys. According to what our leaders to say, this will be like enjoy your weekend. All right, guys, enjoy your weekend, guys.